Alright, now it's time for the fun question of how does this mechanic work? Let's just find out. Let's not find out yet. How much time do I have? 1 day. Okay, we have plenty of time. Cool. First, we should do a sleepy.
Sure.
Pro tip. Don't go into the battle with everyone being about to die. Because that's bad for you. Hey, this
elegant yet understated. I had no idea.
Huh. That line doesn't work as well when you don't pronounce the name of the character. Because that sentence inherently is supposed to be person's name. I had no idea, implying that you're learning something new about them. But if you don't say the person's name, it's just a very confusing statement. But of course, it's because they can't voice act the custom lines. Which makes that as a voice acted line slightly weird. Look at this place, though. I deserve no credit. I didn't do fuck all. I haven't even been here, ever. I'm never home. That's basically the situation. I'm always wandering off. But yeah, I'm tempted to do more delving into the pit, but I just have more business to do back at town, so I'm not going to do that yet. But for now, I just want to deal with the fact that I have an impending attack, and this travel time that I've engaged in to do this quest has brought it closer, so I need to deal with that. Then I'll go right back to go talk to that character about the ember I found. All rested up. Okay, so now I click on manual resolve. Let's do this. I'm gonna go fight some trolls and slimes, then take another nap afterwards probably, which then results in probably finishing whatever I was building at the... You didn't pause the game. Wow. Fucking no pretense of any kind. It just fucking goes. Like, just launches directly into combat. We don't even have a formation. Fucking Jaskier and Eder are closer to the fight than Itumak and Palagina. Who's this guy? Blooded Thug. Vanguard. Oh, so these are all my friends that I've... Not friends. These are my employees. They're all doing a good fight everywhere. That's good. Alright. Everybody focus this ooze for a bit. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. I don't know. I've got a lot of allies right now. Maybe I don't even need to use anything. Maybe I just watch. Lord knows they're kicking ass. Well, you can use yours. Yours isn't even a spell per day. Okay, not on that guy though. That would be wasteful. Go get that troll. Kabam! Okay, yeah, they're melting. I don't think this is much of a struggle. No one in my party's even taken damage yet. Hopefully none of the employees have died. Oh, gold pack tonight. Badly damaged. It'd help if I could track them well. I can't even tell where they are for the most part. They don't even have circles. Well, I would like them to not die. I don't know if they die permanently when they die, so let's go get a heal on him before he goes down. Oh, I can't click on him. You're not allowed to heal people that aren't your party members, even if they're not hostile, I guess. She won't do it, evidently. Well. Means do we need to focus him a little harder. That'll help him out, is if we just kind of take out... Yeah. Oh boy. We're fine. Yeah. I think I just won't actually need a heal. I think I just won't actually need a rest after this. So I won't actually use anything that is long-term spells. Freeze. Alright. Now the only remaining one can't move. Neat. Ooh. I already did 700 damage. That was quick. Now it had 50% chance to cast stun or hit on crit. I think that's new. I don't remember that being there before. But yeah, it was previously a chance to do prone on a hit or crit. Now it does stun on hit or crit in addition to that. That's neat. Yep, and now this one's do the stun 25 times to get the next bonus. It is getting longer over time. The freaking poem got 2 things longer. The bloody revenge of One-Eyed Molina. One-Eyed Molina was born with 2 eyes, hang from the mast, and call him rigging. Had them both still when she sailed for Deadfire. Fill him full up until he's jigging. What? One-Eyed Molina from One-Walled Palmina. Hey ho, and a hard lass was she, a queen of a captain of Hauser and Capstan. Hey ho, and a hard lass was she. Two-eyed Molina set out from Port Maj, hang from the mast and call him rigging. Broadside a trade ship and joined in the melee, fill him up until he's jigging. I just want to say jiggling. One-eyed Molina from One-Walled Palmina. Hey ho, what hard lass was she. Ahead of the gallows, she kept her fast fellows. Hey ho, and a hard lass was she. Only like 1 line changes in each of these 2 down here, huh? It's mostly the same as before. Two-eyed Molina, One-eyed Molina. Huh. Why does it say Two-eyed Molina? What made it 2-eyed? Whenever anything is 1-eyed anything, the go-to joke is like, is it a penis? Is that what we're talking about? But 2-eyed. And then back to 1-eyed. I don't understand. Wait, do I get to have the loot? No. I want all the items. Oh, there we go. I bear a message from the Ducal Palace. Hey, I was just there. Neat. Are you an esteemed visitor that is apparently here now? Where's that menu? I don't think I see any mention of anybody visiting. Eh? Dude's here. Greetings, my lord. I bear an urgent message from Chancellor Warren of Defiance Bay. He requests that you meet with him at your earliest convenience in the Ducal Palace. What a coincidence, it's the building I'm going back to already. Your claim on Cadnua has been called into question by the Gathbin family. Earl Badmar has issued a ruling on the matter, but both you and Lord Gathbin must be present. Who's Chancellor Warren? He's an arbiter of legal matters for Earl Badmar of the Grasp. Tell me about this Lord Gathbin. An old Adiran lineage, I believe. He looks around the Great Hall. The former lord of this stronghold, a distant relative of Lord Gathbin, allied himself with the losing side during the War of Defiance. Cadnua is mine. The Gathbin family disagrees. As your claim is not based on lineage, an official ruling is required to remedy this dispute. I'll go meet him then. The Chancellor will await you in the records room of the Ducal Palace in the first fires. The messenger bows, then strides away. What a coincidence, that's where Eder wants to go, and I've kept him away from there for like 20 episodes, so I should really get around to that. Sorry, Eder. You've been tanking well, but also I've been wandering around and multitasking a bit, I guess. Yeah. It's really funny that I have to come all the way to my home to find out that I need to go to a place that I was literally standing in most recently.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Even Duris is being like, yo, sweet crib. He has opinions about things that aren't just horror, and unworthy. That's gonna take an entire day. Oh boy. Good thing travel time affects me in no way, except for all the stuff making progress. And, me paying all my people, I guess. Dang it. Not that bad, though. We're okay. Alright, so we finished the Warden's Lodge. I wonder if the... Is it the increased fame, which I mostly got from hiring people, that led to that change? You're a good way to get him a lot more. You can purchase scrolls from a priest and get a bonus to resolve when resting, but mostly you get 4 at once. Decent spike.
Yeah.
That'll take forever to get finished because I'm back to the area where going from zone to zone only takes 15 minutes instead of 8 hours. Or days. Let's finally find out what the results are for the records Adair wanted. Ooh, what's happening here? We demand to see the Duke. He's busy. Settle down or you'll feel the back of my blade. We need more reasonable people in Defiance Bay. I don't think there's a fallout for that. Oh, actually, I didn't click on the guy on the left, technically. Whoops. That was probably flavor text, though. He was just called Refugee. A call to court. Speak with Chancellor Warren at the Hall of Records inside the palace. Hall of Records, straight ahead. The time has come. Like, I'm wondering whether it's going to be that easy to get Adair's records, or if it's going to be... I mean, it's a quest for a companion. It's probably wrinkles and things that get in the way. Or, oh my god, it's not here, or something. Nah, it's all theft.
Hail, traveler.
A taciturn man with graying hair pores over a tome he's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. Yes? Is there something I can pull for you? I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. The man clears his throat. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the Republic. Seems there are quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will toward Radsurans. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different. But I have no reason to suspect you to be any different from the others. Really? I feel like I have a reputation here, but I guess I'm not. We've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand. I have heard many such stories. I'm afraid there is nothing I can do for you. Farewell. Well, shit. Turns out I couldn't have done this quest the whole time anyway, because I need to establish myself. I need stronger reputation. What is my reputation here? Faintly good. Okay, so I need to get to champion status of overwhelmingly good again. Or something like that. Or even, I guess, moderately good. Yeah, I'm a hero and a champion in other places, but despite all my work at Defiance Bay, I'm only an ally. Listen, I killed your crime family. Seems like a good change.
Good day, stranger.
Nope. Ed frowns at you and slaps his forehead, but says nothing. Alright, well, let's deal with the other problem I get to deal with. Thank you for coming, Jaskier. I've been trying to track you down for some time. This is Marshal Forwin, Earl Baedmer's military advisor. He will serve as a witness for this proceeding. He gestures at the man next to him. Well met, Road Warden. Your reputation precedes you. I admit you've created a bit of a stir throughout the nobility with your reclamation of Cadnua. Most are still not sure what to think of you. What's this about? The legitimacy of your claim to Cadnua is in question. Earl Baedmer has issued a ruling on the matter. Cadnua was abandoned for over a century, and I've claimed the land through strength of arms. My claim is legitimate. If there were no other claimants, you would be correct. Unfortunately, this is not the case. All will be made clear once Lord Gathbin arrives. Do you have any questions for me while we wait? Tell me about Earl Badmar, or Bademar. Earl Bademar comes from an esteemed line of lords that rose to prominence after the War of Defiance, some 150 years ago. The Deerwood consists of 7 earldoms. The Bademars govern the northern earldom known as the Grasp. As to the current Bademar, he is as fine a man as I know. It is an honor to serve him. Tell me more about the Grasp. The Grasp is now the largest of the 7 earldoms, after it consumed the pre-war earldom of Yenwood. It encompasses notable settlements such as New Haomar, Garen's Grasp, Gilded Vale, and of course, Cad Nua. So you were letting you allowed that hanging tree to happen in your territory, Yenwood? When the Deerwood was a mere colony of Edir, it was divided into 9 earldoms. When the Edirans were defeated and ultimately driven out, 2 of the earldoms were absorbed and borders were adjusted. The Yenwood was one such earldom. What do you know of Gathbin? While I've met him but once, it was ample time to determine the character of Lord Arladir Gathbin, or lack thereof. He is descended from an old Adiran line that predates the War of Defiance. His great-grandfather, Ranig Gathbin, was the Earl of Yenwood during the war. That is, until he was stripped of his lands and driven from the Deerwood. Starting to sound like this isn't really much of a claim. Do you know which way Earl Bademar has ruled? I'm sorry, my lord, I do not. The Earl's decree is sealed. What was that about Road Warden? The one who rules Cadnua on behalf of the Earl of Yenwood is traditionally known as the Road Warden. Your position might not be entirely official, yet, but the title is an appropriate form of address. The Marshal nods and smiles. I don't have any other questions. Your timing is impeccable. Here comes Lord Gathbin now. Seems awfully intimidating when he comes walking in and my entire party has their weapons drawn and half of their weapons glow. An opulently dressed man strides towards the Chancellor, his sandy hair trailing him like a banner caught in a light breeze, boot heels echoing throughout the hall. An elven woman with cropped hair dressed in dark glinting mail shadows his steps before taking position alongside him. She watches you unabashedly, taking your measure. Let's move past this formality as quickly as possible. I have other matters to attend to. It's well known that Cadnua belongs to me by right. And where is this pretender? He who murdered the Radricks, my own sister and her husband, and now steals my land? Where is this low-born wretch? Oh yeah. You're probably not fond of that. I did not murder your sister, though. Yeah, he did that. The Hollowborn situation, it's not great for you. Warren clears his throat and glances at you. This man here? This is the Lord of Cadnua? I thought he was just another servant, perhaps a valet or a porter. Everyone, raise your hand. Everyone who owns their own keep, raise a hand. Go on. Don't be shy. Imbecile. I hope you've enjoyed your time squatting on my land. Provoke me further, and I'll hang you from the highest wall of Cadnoa when our business is finished. Chancellor, read the Earl's decree. Warren breaks the seal on the scroll and unfurls it. Regarding the matter of the Gathbin claim on Cadnua, Earl Bademar finds that the Gathbin claim was never relinquished. By law, Cadnua is the rightful property of Gathbin family. I knew it. Gathbin smirks at you triumphantly. I'm not finished reading the scroll, my lord. Gathbin rolls his eyes and motions for the Chancellor to continue. However, the Earl recognizes Jaskier's part in reclaiming Cadnua, a site that has stood abandoned and even, some would say, cursed for over a century. Before Cadnua is returned to Gathman family, the Earl has decreed that Lord Gathman will provide compensation in the form of absolutely not. Gathman folds his arms, a defiant scowl on his face. My lord? Warren raises his eyebrows. The amount is quite reasonable, and a requirement for your land to be returned to you. If you'll just allow me to finish, I'll not pay a single copper to this miscreant for my ancestral land. Do you think I'm blind to the Earl's motives, lackey? He thinks he can send a message with this insult. I have a message you can send to that son of a whore. Gathman raises an open hand as the Chancellor shrinks from him, arms raised in defense. Enough. How dare you give me an order? Gathman whirls to face you. I thought maybe you should grab his hand, but I didn't understand what he was doing. Like, is he literally gonna attack him right here? Because that would really... I feel like that would fuck his entire attempt, although he also called him a son of a whore, which doesn't seem like a great tactic for getting what you want. My lord, I suggest you calm yourself immediately. The marshal's tone is calm, but his hand rests on the hilt of his sword. The elven woman deftly draws a pistol from her thick leather belt. Her eyes widen in anticipation. This is a fight you lose, just so we're clear. My lords, please, there is no need for violence. Lord Gathman holds your gaze for several heartbeats, his eyes burning with hatred. I'll be coming for what's mine, count on it. Come, Captain Emery, we're leaving. He sneers defiantly before storming down the hall. The captain lowers her pistol and gives a smirking shrug before following her employer. Oh, you're lucky you're protected by cutscenes. Because he's threatening me, so like I could just, if it was a continuous simulation, I could just follow him until he leaves the building, and we could resolve this right now. All right, well he'll be attacking my keep later, won't he? Well, I can't say that Gathman's reaction was entirely unexpected. Through no fault of your own, I'm afraid you've made a powerful enemy. I've dealt with much worse. That entire crime family and a dragon. I hope you're right. Warren smiles thinly. In any case, Cadnua now officially belongs to you, since Lord Gathman has rejected the Earl's decree. He hands you a deep blue scepter which looks to have been carved entirely out of sapphire. Here, this belonged to one of the old lords of Cadnua. By right, it's yours now. That's incredibly... Geared Hauenstinies. Have this sent to Lord No, fuck Gathman, though. He does not want a feast, and he doesn't want CP from me. Those are all insults from his perspective. I mixed him up with the other character. Yeah. I thought I could send would be sending 1,000 to the Earl. But that's the asshole that we just saw. So yeah, I'm done here. It was a pleasure to finally meet you, my lord. Warren bows. Perhaps we'll speak again under more pleasant circumstances. Farewell, Jaskier. The marshal nods at you and leaves. If they attacked me, that would have really ended poorly for them, and would have cut the story nice and short. It's not going to go that way. They're definitely going to attack me in my place. How's my reputation? Nope. That did not change my reputation. Alright.
Yeah.
So that's our goal. The call was a formality, because you wouldn't... Considering how much you can invest into the keep, it's reasonable to assume the game wouldn't just take it from you. So the question is just what do I have to go through to maintain keeping it? And in this case, he pretty much shot himself in the foot by immediately refusing his only avenue for getting it back. And now he thinks he's probably just gonna go take it. Which is fucked. Because it means that, among other things, it means that he, more helms. It's one of those many things where some shitty lord is going to sacrifice the lives of his people for his own greed, essentially, and for his own status. So his soldiers are going to fight in a really, really, really pointless conflict just because he wouldn't pay to get the land back to compensate us for not only reclaiming it from the supposed curse and foes, but also, you know, rebuilding it, which is what we've been doing. Only people with official invitations are allowed to observe the Animancy hearings. Alright, so we can't follow up on that. We're gonna be SOL for now. I don't know where this door leads. Does it lead back outside, or does it lead upstairs? Nope, it's just the other door. Alright, well that's it for the first fires.
Hey there. How is it you Eothasians stay so optimistic? The world has not given your kind much reason to hope.
You get to a certain point and you realize you got two options. You can go mad with grief and tear out all your hair and check yourself into the sanitarium, or you can wait for better days.
Well, feathers in my case. But I understand your point.
Feathers? You're not tricking me, she has hair. I thought that was weird. I'm like, I was pretty sure that she had feathers around, but also she just has hair, right? You can see she has brown hair. One way or another. Correcting the hair part was a little weird when she also has hair, but okay. Maybe they just didn't fully square away the character design when they wrote that line of dialogue. Or they forgot. The hair's a little hard to see. Alright, Heritage Hill. Gonna go fight some Animancy zombies. Which, considering how much of the town I've been through at this point, is probably my last valid avenue for getting my reputation up the way I'd like it to be around here. So for the sake of Adair. Best turn around, traveler. Heritage Hill is closed.
How do you do?
Sorry, but this district's closed by order of the Duke himself. Wyla sent me. I'm looking into the missing guards. So you're the one she sent word about. The guard looks you up and down, frowning. I expected her to send a whole squad of justiciars. Or probably just justicars. I'm gonna lose my mind here. Not that I'm volunteering, mind you. I'll have the gate opened immediately. Just watch your step. I'm afraid we can't send anyone after you if this goes badly. Any ideas what might have happened to the other guards? None. And I've no desire to find out, if you catch my meaning. The ones that disappeared weren't the deserting type. The worst part is, both times the watch disappeared, the next rotation found the gate unlocked. I don't know whether they went in, or whether something got out, but if it's the latter, refugees are going to be the least of our problems. Heard or seen anything unusual? Friend, I try to see and hear as little as possible. One of the women on the last watch said she heard someone shouting from the northeast part of the district, something that sounded like an order. But I don't see how anyone could survive in there. Once or twice I've caught a glimpse of something moving on the other side of the gate. I'd just as soon forget it. Well, so we begin. Find the missing guards. How big is the map? Average. All earnings were lost. Son of a bitch. I have a security rating of 29. What do you mean all earnings were lost to bandits? Am I down one hireling? Did one of them die? Or did the Rauatai not get hired correctly? Or did he die? Oh, there's the Warden of the Wilds. I just got a whole building for the ability to hire this guy, so I should probably take him for now. Okay, something's still in progress there. All earnings were lost to bandits. What the fuck? Why are they getting worse? Why are the... I just did this giant war. I've got 8 hirelings. I've got 31 security. Why am I losing my gold to bandits? I gotta build up as many walls as I can, I guess. There must be other structural things you have to do.
Keeping quiet.
Skeletal Ranger.
There's something unnatural about this place.
Whoopsie. Okay. That's a lot of aggro at once. There, go get that guy. Everyone else will do what they can do about the incoming everything. There we go. They'll figure it out. Let's get you over here. Vessels! Haha. Now the vessels are burning.
Let's go. Right.
Yeah. Don't expect these guys to be too tough. Vessel bones. Ah, not a huge area either. Something twitches and shambles in the darkness between the slats. A rancid draft creeps from the house. Can't go inside. Alright, we'll just keep going till the whole place is nice and cleared out. Probably going to be a lot of like a kind of auto attack fights, but maybe I'll be wrong. It's a mausoleum. The vaults have already been pried open. Cannot enter scouting mode in combat. Oh, there he is. A Dargle. What is a Dargle and why has it got a purple thing on him? That could be bad. Well, he's stunned for now and badly injured. So I think we'll be fine. Please don't have like an explode on death effect or something.
Right.
Get him. Oh, that's a lot of them. That's a lot of them. And Nova. Everybody's a vessel. Haha. This is your chance, Durance. At long last. To use your anti-vessel spell. He's definitely the right person to have in the party right now.
I can do that.
Unfortunate to use lockpicks when I could use none if I didn't have them, but good to have. Plus 10 defense against spells. The Spell Ward Amulet. And a lot of money. Yes, I am grave robbing. One of those moments where video game reflexes start to override basic lore about, wait a minute, I should maybe shouldn't do that. That's a naughty thing to do. That guy can't even reach the fight, the Dargle. Dargle's kind of a hilarious name for a creature. Wonder how things are going for you. 3 out of 25. We're making progress.
I'm ready.
Just getting enough attacks in, thankfully.
Sure.
You're gonna need the proper key for this one. The inscription underneath the family crest reads Valtus. Can't go that way. Yeah, there we go. We're already at the top boundary. A small plaque at the base reads, Freedom above all Admeth Hadrit. Oh, I forgot to hand in the... seeing the statue reminded me I forgot to hand in the ember. I got distracted by the claim on my fucking keep, admittedly. We'll get back to that. What's down here? Oh, she'll get her spark. Oh, y'all are alive. They've been enthralled by Lyra. This is problem. A woman turns when you enter, eyes wide, pale eyes. Her wide, pale eyes shine like lamps in the darkness of the tomb. 4 crucible knights hover nearby, their glazed expressions fixed on her. Reinforcements at last. I hope you've come armed because we've got to get out of here. Something about her seems hazy and insubstantial, even in the darkness of the tomb. Who are you? A commander of the Crucible Knights. I led the militia stationed around Heritage Hill. Securing this district became my responsibility when this, whatever it is, happened. What are you doing here? I came searching for survivors. Only too late did I realize there weren't any. She brings a hand to her head. Her skin is practically translucent. I found myself surrounded by those creatures outside, and I had to seek refuge. Funny, isn't it? To hide from the dead in a building that was meant to hold them in the first place. She pats the wall of the tomb. Anyway, I've been waiting for more reinforcements. She seems to have no idea that she's dead. Which could be a problem, because if I make her aware of that, that might be bad for all the soldiers here that she's taken over, which I would like to not kill. What are these soldiers doing here? And here comes the police and the fire trucks. Goodbye. She looks at them, but either she doesn't notice their distant gazes and the way they sway on their feet, or she thinks nothing of it. They're under my command, of course. They heard my call, and we've been waiting on a few more to help us fight our way out of here. I think there may be something wrong with them. That's what I've been trying to tell you. We've been stuck here with no rations for... I don't know how long. She closes her eyes and shakes her head. We need to leave while we're still on our feet. I see. How they managed to hear you in this tomb? Her eyes flash. There's something unnatural about the way she hovers, watching you. I hope you're not questioning my command. I'm warning you, I don't tolerate insubordination. Not at all. I'll be leaving. The woman nods. Form up and stay your guard. We'll have to move quickly. She begins to glide like mist over a lake, her feet barely skimming the ground. Yet as she moves forward, she blinks and holds her head. Confusion clouds her semi-transparent eyes. I feel strange, like She looks at the tomb around her, horror slowly dawning. She freezes in place, hovering in the air. No, that's impossible. It's only been... I can't be. The other side of the tomb is visible through her gaping mouth. She looks at her hands, seemingly for the first time, turning them in front of her. As her eyes and her mouth widen in horror, she turns to you. What have you done to me? Her expression hardens, and the Crucible Knights behind her stir. Novitiates, attack! Okay, so dodging around her being dead does not work. Well, that's not good. That is not good, as it turns out. That is not good at all. I don't want to kill all the Justicars, but I don't know what I can do to avoid that. I can try to knock some of them on their ass over here. I'm not really full of crowd control effects. The best I can do is probably just tell everyone to attack her directly. And then maybe just maybe, if she dies first, then it won't matter that the initiates are, yeah. What does that affect me? Oh, are they all about to use stop on me? Yep, they're all casting halt. I will have to hope for the best. It instantly updates to I've dealt with Lyra and she will no longer trouble the Crucible Knights or anyone else in Heritage Hill. I wonder if defeating her stops their enthrallment or not. Only one way to find out, I suppose. Let's cast it so it only affects her. I want to reduce damage to other characters if I can avoid it. Looks like all of my melee characters were able to reach her, so they're at least not fighting anybody else, I hope. I want to do what I can to minimize her ability to do anything else, if I can. I don't think the warding seal was particularly relevant overall. And you also attack her. I'm trying here. She's only injured so far. Is everyone paralyzed? Is that what that is? Yep. Just for a moment. But it's happening. They're not vessels, right? But she is? No, she's a spirit. So that doesn't necessarily help me. Okay, Adair, you can't seem to reach, so let's have you go around. Yaskier is knocked out. Great. Near death, come on. At the moment, all four of them are alive. One of them's half damaged. That's not the worst. Let's see. Yeah, Yaskier was taken out. That is fixable. How strong is this? It's a mountain of endurance, so he'll be fine. Come on, finish him off. Did you change targets on me? I told you to attack her. There she goes. Ah, that's a bummer. I guess they have to die. That is a bummer. Yep. Yep. Nope, that's it. Well, they shouldn't be much of a threat, so I can pretty much just let this one run. Well, I hope you'll appreciate that I gave it a good try. I tried to minimize casualties by attacking the spirit directly and then hoping that their enthrallment would end. It did not. Crucible plate armor. Neat. A different visual variant. That's gonna... Yep. Figured that'd probably end very well for me. Malignant Cloud. All of you guys get out of it, please. There you go. Don't run back into it. Oh, it doesn't even have anything in it. Scroll of Twin Stones. Oh, that's the two rocks you throw. That's some fun. Well, that's that. What do you say? Okay. Unfortunate pathing, but okay. Well, Turns out they were missing because a spirit enthralled them all, and it seems to have been an ex-Crucible Knight. So that's a extra shitty legacy for her to have. Not only did she die on her mission, but then she, after death, she commanded...
A simple test.
She basically kidnapped members of her own order and then had them die pointlessly on an attack for that they should have never been doing in the first place. Ooh, you can go in here. From here, the mansion appears deserted. I'll be the judge of that. The character's endurance is reduced to 0, the character is knocked out. Blah blah blah. Ooh. Be a big old place. Broken chairs, upended tables, and shattered vases block the stairs. Splintered planks shift precariously. A very popular trope in video games. Find some way to make the stairs inaccessible. Because whenever they make a building, they often have to deal with just the logistical reality of the fact that, oh right, there would be other floors here. We don't really want more floors in our level design though, so... find a way to just fuck up the stairs. Especially easy in the post-apocalypse, where stairs are never functional. Ever. Alright, Pallegina, you have thoroughly blocked the door. No, just do a normal attack. It's not worth using... There you go. Now he's on this guy. Wow, they're all like half dead from the AoE already. Really, you can't even get in range to just shoot them? Oh, you can. Your AI is just too stupid. Here, Aloth, get over here. Aloth. There you go. Go pew pew. No wonder doorways are effective against the enemy AI. They're effective against my AI. They absolutely cannot figure out what to do. You can't get past? Really? Durance? Oh, there's a second. Oh, there's a guy prone there. Gotcha. I was confused. Quick, Durance, run! Run! Be free! There you go. But still the fox can't fit through. It's fine. It's not worth the micromanagement. There we go. More beautiful, disgusting flesh to carry around. Is it the one? No. I need part 3. Fuck. God damn it. Why is this near? Oh, right, I haven't looked at this yet. Ooh. A two-handed scepter for wizards, priests, and druids. Guess what I'm not? Any of those. Huh. Could be good to give to Durance, one of the people I'm likely to keep in my party indefinitely because of all of his priesting he does. The blue stone scepter is remarkable in that it has been shaped from a single sapphire. Its only other component is its grip, made of silver bands. The entire thing's one sapphire? How fucking big was that sapphire? Did you use magic to expand it in weird ways? It seems to just be a scepter that happens to do 20% extra raw damage and has accuracy 4 on it. It'd be interesting to see what happens when you bind it. Wizard, priest, druid. You're still using, like, garbage, right? Yeah, you're using a wand. I figure we'll give it to... We could give it to you. Let's go ahead and give it to Durance. Oops, that's the wand. Bind soul. What did you gain as a result of being bound? I don't see anything different. I thought the first binding also unlocked something, but I think that was all there already. Anyway, deal 200 raw damage to enemies with blah 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 to unlock the next level. That's hopefully an upgrade for you. Durance. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, the other people that use wands rotate in and out, so my top priority would be to give it to him, even though admittedly I gave a similar item to her, and she seems incredibly replaceable in this party. But I do like having her in the party.
Right.
Helps that she's kind of two characters at once, while also being just a DPS character in a straightforward kind of way. If everyone was an ultra versatile spellcaster, I might lose my mind. Wow, those look like zombies. But they seem like they might be talking. Lord Valtus. Seda, let us in. It's safe. Come out now. Open the door, Seda. The female Dargle sniffs the air and whirls around, hissing. Survivor. Oh, somebody's in there that's still alive, it sounds like. Quick, everyone quickly enter the room before everyone gets trapped in the fucking doorway. Oh, there's more of you than I thought. Okay. Hey, Durance, go ahead and just open with one of these. Yeah. Do a nice, good flame attack. And you attack your dog's target for bonus effects. And we're pretty much A-okay. Pretty much takes care of itself at this point. There we go. You can come out. I murdered your family. The second time, though, not the first time. I don't know what did that. Wow, that's a lot of 12s. That's a lot of 12s. What am I? No, still just 16 grand. I always feel like I'm going to see a way larger number whenever I see a giant pile of stuff that's each worth that much.
A simple test. That's settled.
Hopefully you're alive and not another spirit. There's no one in here. Wan light shines from behind the map. There's a ragged hole to the outside, as if someone dug through. Oh, did somebody burrow out because of the danger they were in? Interesting. Where did she go from there? This is called Safe Haven. Someone named Seda who was attacked. What? There's a black and white cat just sitting here? This sharp-eyed cat is a prodigious mouser, and often goes bounding off the path in search of small prey. There's just a cat that's alive in that cupboard. Right, I didn't read the will yet, because other stuff was happening. I had the Lord Valtus' will, which is the guy we just found the remains of, basically. A last will and testament has been carefully drawn up on a stained piece of sackcloth. It lists Lord Valtus' various titles and holdings, ending with the following. Should no member of my family survive, it is my wish that my wealth and property be dispensed to the Crucible Knights. Let my wife and children be buried with my forebears in the Valtus family tomb. At the right hand of Duke Hadret, signed Valerio Valtus, 5th Lord of the House Valtus. Valtus groundskeeper letter. This is a note addressed to the household staff. Please see to it that the family mausoleum is swept and the marble polished. The key is hanging, as always, in the kitchen by the oven.
Yeah.
So I think that makes her the... Yeah. So we have information about where they wanted to be buried, which should be relevant when we find him or her alive. Seda sounds like a female name. There's the manor key.
A simple test. That's settled.
I think those were just coppers. So I might not have even made my money back from that one. It was a little hard to make out, but I took that to mean that they pried the wall loose and are now outside, as in, like, in the overworld. There might be somebody in danger running around out here, and none of them noticed. Revenants. Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay. Hey, everybody. Click. Okay, guys, don't block the door. There you go. Kaboom! We clear?
Yeah.
There we go. You've already have the maximum number of camping supplies. Well, excuse me. It's like, of all the things in the game to have a cap on, it's of course mechanical reason. It's for mechanical reasons, but it is kind of funny. The Vaultus Mausoleum. Right. I should just return. Oh, but this door is openable, and I've already discovered it. So, I want to make sure I open it, or I'll forget to come back, potentially. Cantha. Somebody's alive who isn't Cedra. A woman bends over a roaring fireplace, feeding a splintered chair leg into it. As you get closer, you notice something unnatural about her, a certain pallor to her skin, a lack of movement beneath her flesh, even while her arms execute deft, efficient movements. And then you see the puckered flesh, ragged and bloodless, over her heart. Pelagina's eyes grow wide, and she thrusts a feathered arm out to stop you from moving forward. Yaskia, be careful. She does not appear well.
It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good shape by choosing my meals carefully.
Is she a vampire? She laughs to herself. Who are you?
A survivor, by the grace of my own careful preparations. When I heard the claws scrabbling at the door outside, I took care of matters myself. And since then, I've been careful to keep myself fresh and fed.
She traces a finger over the jagged hole in her chest. Do you know what happened here?
An incredible act of animancy, of a magnitude this part of the world likely hasn't seen since Engwithan times. Someone found something very powerful and ancient, and I'd bet my own preserved life it wasn't Aldhelm or his lovely assistant.
Tell me what you know about this Aldhelm. His name barely merits repeating. He's a charlatan who liked to dig up pretty artifacts and call himself a scholar. The pity with animancy these days is that just about anyone can claim to be an expert. I still don't understand why this district is full of walking corpses. She spins from the fire to face you. Because someone found a way to tether their souls to their bodies. Don't you see? She taps her skull with an impatient finger. So when the heart stops beating, when the blood stops flowing, their bodies still animate. And with newfound hunger. She turns back to the fire. Those that can feed it with living flesh, in essence, stay strong and sharp. Those that can't, degenerate. Quickly. I see. She smirks. I truly doubt that. It's time for me to get going. Huh. Not even gonna acknowledge that she said she chooses her meals carefully? Which I take to mean that she's probably finding currently alive people to eat. Let out to rot, these potatoes are covered with wet, rank-smelling bruises. These stale loaves are hard as rocks. Huh. So it sounds like she might be an animancer herself, She may be an animancer who murdered her, that killed herself in order to resurrect herself so that she wouldn't be a target for all the ghouls since she was trapped in here. Or maybe she just straight up killed herself and that's it. And then she got resurrected with everybody else because that's just what happens right now here. Maybe anyone who dies here, or at least anyone who died here then, just was resurrected. And maybe she didn't do it intentionally. Dunrid Row. I do feel like I've read that one before. I'm not entirely sure.
I can do that.
I don't know. Maybe she didn't even know she'd come back. Maybe all she did was kill herself to save herself the pain of being devoured. And then that happened. Oh, hello, human prisoners. Are you... Okay, no, it's the part... Yep, she's capturing people. You're not one of Cantha's servants. Please, you've got to get us out of here before she feeds on us. What happened to you? We're just groundskeepers. When the districts fell into chaos, Cantha took us in. Said we'd be safe until the knights got things under control. Instead, she locked us up in here. Every week, one of those monsters who serves her comes in and takes one of us away. I don't know what she's doing, but sometimes we can hear the screams. Please, get us out of here. Stay here for now. Sounds like I should be having a chat with her. Spider fingers! +1 perception and restored light endurance. Which is poopy. But it is an AoE. Not great though. 1 perception's good though. Do you have a perception increase on you yet? Because you have like no items on you still. Nope, you have a perception +3 though. That's the one bonus you do definitely have. My character's not overwhelmingly covered in those kinds of bonuses. Constitution might resolve. Reflex. Perception +2. Constitution. Perception. Dexterity. Intellect resolve. For... Well, the main thing is, do I want the gloves more? Or the perception? I mean, 2 points as opposed to 1 point? Maybe. You have perception, you have perception. You barely have items on you still. 2 intellect, 2 constitution, 1 perception. Slowly giving him stats over time. What was that down there? +10 defense against spells. Might be worth it. Probably better than a will save, I suppose. Instead of 9 against wills, instead of being a defensive 9 against will checks specifically, it's a defensive 10 against all spells, is how I'm interpreting that. Something or someone snapped this candelabra in 2. You stand in the correct formation? Somehow you ended up in front.
You return.
What
have you come seeking this time?
I came across a group of people in the back room. She clucks. I hope you didn't disturb them. Rounding them up is quite a chore. Huh. Hmm. My issue right now is that the dialogue you can be like is like the dialogue you can pick is the way to the gate should be safe, which I don't know if that's the case, because look at how much, like, all this area I haven't even been through yet, so I want to clear the area before I tell them to run for it. But it's also like slightly off-putting and confused and weird feeling that I can't provoke her or like interrogate her about her like straight up blood bank she has back in the back room. You think I could follow up on that or something? But it's just not a dialogue choice. I think I have to manually attack her if I want to do that. Or maybe releasing them leads to fighting her. Or maybe she does still just do what she said before, which is choose her battles carefully. 2 bouncing beams of pure light that restore endurance and grant immunity to frightened and terrified and all allies struck by them. It's only 30 endurance, though. I would just hope for a bigger heal, just because of everyone's poor health. The bouncing might lead to more. Yeah. The lover cried out to the beloved, "I am yours!" Stir something deep within enemies in the area, charming them. That's potentially good. I do like just how strong paralyzes, though. All or nothing. Shatter their shackles, cast off their chains. Decreases the duration and defends against a bunch of control effects. Rennie Darrett's ghost spake, "I catch you, Ben Fidel." Have I read that story now? I don't remember. Enemies become terrified. 20 reduced accuracy and other stuff. That's not bad for survivability, although my other thing is just to freeze them, so... My son, do you see your sisters across the moor? 2 willow wisps. Yeah. Gotta make up my mind whether I want will-o-wisps or if I want worms. Admittedly, my other character can already summon the worms, so variety might be nice. It's hard to know which one's more valuable, but honestly, there's a decent chance that I'll just keep using the paralyze everybody option a lot of the time, because that's a fucking lifesaver. That's a strong everybody stop moving moment. It's pretty nice to have. But I'll try to summon. Yeah, I still haven't done Ancient Memory upgrade. Keep going for other things. Sneak attack. Bonus damage when somebody's vulnerable, which happens often enough. Especially if I paralyze them all. I need to review all these again. The talents are so complicated because there's so many options. Seeing all these options, I'm tempted to go for this. Savage attack. 20% increased melee damage, -5 melee accuracy. A 5 doesn't seem huge, especially if I throw around a lot of increased accuracy effects all the time like I often do. Whereas 20% melee damage is actually kind of a big turnaround. I don't know if my interpretation's accurate, but I often think of 5 melee accuracy as being like a 5% chance of missing, essentially. And a 5% chance of miss, but then 20% increased damage, that feels like it's a thing that's a net positive. I hope. And hey, it's already, at this point, it's almost like a character build. After all, I do have this, like, goes into a fucking berserk rage chess piece. So if he's going frenzy twice per fight and stuff like that, why not also give him this, this ability to give him even more increased damage? What is his damage like? 22 to 32. Is that visibly different? Yep. So it's 19 to 28. Cooldown. There we go. And it goes 22 to 32. So it does go up. He has 12 to 17. She has 17 to 25. 11 to 18. 32 to 46. So that's why she has the slowest weapon. Holy crap. She really is in a different league at that point, isn't she? Alright, well by the time I'm done with this area, basically everyone will have leveled up, except maybe Aloth, but also maybe including Aloth. Damn. We'll be level 8 characters already. He's got big scary numbers for a melee user. She's got big scary numbers, period. Accuracy primary, 45, 60, 53, 53, 66, 44. Aloth has the same accuracy issue, it would seem. Yeah. One of the potential issues of having a character that has no bonuses to perception. And also isn't wearing any bonuses to perception. Wait, I don't have any bonus. I thought I had a bonus to perception. Oh, it's the perception versus dexterity issue. You know, I may want to get a little bit of a perception bonus to offset this. At least something. Yeah, slight. It's only 1% more accuracy, but it's something. But it does add to interrupting blows, so that's good. Make that a little bit stronger. Anyway, back to the zombie apocalypse.